Organization of the body. Organization of the body is all about how everything inside us is arranged, like a big puzzle. It's all about how our system, organs, tissues, and cells fit together and work as a team to keep us going. Think of it as the blueprint that makes our body function smoothly.
We have 6 levels in the organization of the body. The first level is the chemical level. Involves atoms and molecules such as proteins and DNA. Second level is the cellular level. Consists of cells, the basic structural and functional units of life. The third level is the tissue level. Groups of similar levels that perform a specific function like muscle tissue and epithelial tissue. The fourth level is the organ level. Structures composed of 2 or more types of tissues working together to perform specific functions such as the heart or the liver. The fifth level is the organ system level. Consists of multiple organs that work together to carry out a particular function like the digestive system or the nervous system. The last level is the organismal level, the highest level of organization where all organ systems function together to form a single living organism, in this case, a human being.
These are the importance of understanding of the organization of the body. First is medical diagnosis and treatment. Doctors need to know how our body is put together to figure out what's wrong when we're sick and how to fix it. Second is physiology and function. Knowledge of the body's organization helps in understanding how different systems and organs function individually and in coordination with each other to maintain health. The third is disease prevention. When something goes wrong in our bodies, understanding how it's supposed to work can help us catch problems early or even prevent them altogether. The fourth is research and innovation. Scientists use knowledge about body organization to come up with new medicines, treatments, and gadgets that help us live better and longer. The last is education. If you want to become a doctor or study biology, understanding body organization is like learning the ABCs. It's the foundation of everything you learn about the human body.
So, directional terms are basically like giving direction inside the body. Instead of saying turn left or go straight, we use words like up, down, front, back, and so on to describe where things are located or how they are moving inside us. First is superior and inferior. Superior means above or higher, while inferior means below or lower. So your head is superior to your shoulders, but your feet are inferior to your knees. Next is anterior and posterior. Anterior refers to the front of the side facing forward, like your chest. Posterior means the back or the side facing backward, like your spine. Then, medial and lateral. Medial means toward the midline of the body, like bringing your arms closer to your body. Lateral is the opposite, moving away from the midline, like when you spread your arms out of the sides. Next is proximal and distal. These terms are mostly used for limbs. Proximal means closer to the point of attachment or origin, like your shoulder is proximal to your wrist. Distal means farther from the point of attachment, like your fingers are distal to your elbow. Then last is superficial and deep. Superficial refers to the something closer to the surface, like your skin. Deep means farther inside, like your bones or organs. Alright, so let's break down superior and inferior. Think of it like a game of higher or lower, but for your body. Superior means something is higher up or above something else. For example, your head is superior to your shoulders because it's above them. On the flip side, inferior means something is lower down or below something else. So your feet are inferior to your knees because they are below them. Importance in anatomical description. Why do you even care about superior and inferior? Well, when we are describing body parts or looking at diagrams, knowing which way is up or down help us understand where things are and how they are related to each other. It's like giving direction on a map. If you know which way is north, you can figure out where everything else is. So knowing whether something is superior and inferior is like having a compass for your body. It helps us navigate and understand anatomy better.
So let's talk about the difference between anterior and posterior. These terms are commonly used when describing the positions of various body structures. For example, in the human body, the heart is located in the anterior part of the chest cavity, while the spine is in the posterior part of the body. Why does it matter if something is anterior or posterior? Well, imagine trying to describe where something is in your body without using these terms. It would be like trying to give you directions without saying left or right. Knowing if something is in the front or back helps us communicate clearly about anatomy. Plus, when doctors are examining patients or looking at x-rays, knowing if something is anterior or posterior helps figure out what's going on inside of the body and where to look for problems. So it's like having a GPS for your body. It helps us pinpoint where things are located.
Alright, let's talk about medial and lateral. Imagine you're standing with your arms at your sides. Medial means something is closer to the midline of your body. Like if you bring your arms closer together, that's medial movement, but lateral means something is farther away from midline. Like when you spread your arms out to the sides. Why do we even care about medial and lateral? Well, it's like knowing where things are on map. If you're trying to describe where something is in the body, knowing if it's closer to the middle or far our help. Be super specific, plus doctors and scientists use these terms to talk about how body parts relate to each other. So knowing if something is medial or lateral is like having a GPS for your body. It helps you navigate and understand anatomy better.
Alright, let's talk about proximal and distal. So imagine you're looking at your arms. Proximal is like saying something is closer to the center of your body, or where your arms connect to your shoulder. So your shoulder is proximal because it's close to your body center. Now distal is the opposite. It means something is farther away from the center or where your arms connect. For example, your fingers are distal because they're farther away from your body compared to your shoulder. When doctors or scientists describe where something is on your arm or leg, saying if it's proximal or distal helps them be super clear. It's like having a clear path to understanding how your limbs are put together and how they work with the rest of your body.
Alright, let's dive into superficial and deep. Think of it like layers of a sandwich. Superficial is like the top layer, it's closer to the surface. For example, your skin is superficial because it's right there on the outside. Now, deep is like the bottom layer, it's farther inside. So your bones or organs are deep because they are underneath your skin. Understanding tissue layers. Why does it matter if something is superficial or deep, especially when we are talking about tissue? Well, imagine trying to understand what's going on inside your body without knowing where things are located. I'll be like trying to bake a cake with it's be like trying to a bake without knowing where the ingredients are in your kitchen. Knowing if something is superficial or deep helps doctor and scientists understand how tissue are arranged and how they interact with each other. It's like having a blueprint for your body. It helps us see how everything fits together.
Let's talk about anatomical body planes. These are like imaginary lines that slide through the body, helping us describe and understand its structure. They are super important because they give us a way to talk about different parts of the body and how they relate to each other. Introduction to common anatomical planes, and we have three anatomical body planes: sagittal, frontal, and transverse.
Alright, let's break down these body planes: sagittal, frontal, and transverse. First, sagittal plane. This one of split the body into the left-right parts, like slicing a loaf of bread. So if you imagine cutting yourself from your head down to your feet, right in the middle, you have two equal halves, one of each side. That's the sagittal plane. Second is frontal or the coronal plane. Now I imagine a plane slicing you from side to side, like you're being cut half from your belly button. This divides you into the front and the back halves, kind of like a front and back sandwich. Last is transverse or the horizontal plane. This one goes straight through your middle, like a belt around your waist. It separates you into the top and the bottom halves, almost like cutting a cake into layers.
First, definition and importance of body posture. Let's start with body posture. Basically, how we hold ourselves when we're sitting, standing, and moving around. Good posture is important because it helps keeps our bones and muscle aligned, which can prevent aches and pains. Plus, it makes us look confident and ready to take on the world. Second, overview of common types of body posture and their effects. First, slouching. This is when we're all hunched over like a turtle, hiding in its shell. It can put a lot of strain on our back and neck muscles, leading to soreness and fatigue. Second, arching. This is when we stick our chest out and our back bend too much in the opposite direction. It may seem confident, but it can also strain our muscles and cause discomfort. Third, balance. This is the Goldilocks of posture. Not too slouch, not too arch, just right. It keeps our spine in its natural curve and distribute weight evenly, which is great for our overall health and comfort. Tips for maintaining good posture. First, sit up straight. Imagine a string pulling you gently from the top of your head, keeping you tall and aligned. Second, stand tall. Keep your shoulder back and down. with your feet hip width apart and your weight evenly distributed. Third, take breaks. If you've been sitting for a while, stand up and stretch every now and then to give your muscles a break. With a little practice and attention, we can all rock that confident, healthy posture.